Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my.
Hey y'all, welcome to Authenkencity, all things authentically Kennedy. That's your girl. If you are new here, thank you so much for watching this eyebrow tutorial video. If you like this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, all that jazz. Y'all know the deal. And if you're not new here, welcome back, gang. The caption obviously says it. I just said it. We're all about the brows today. It's all about the brows for me. This video is going to be a super simple eyebrow tutorial video using all my products. All my products are drugstore products because who can afford the other stuff? When the drugstore products work just as good, we use them. Okay, so yeah, super simple video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first tip when doing your eyebrows is get them done. Like, that is the rule of thumb. You need to have your eyebrows done. It makes it 10 times easier while doing them, outlining them, tracing them, all that jazz. These aren't freshly done. I probably got these done maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, but it still works because they be looking crazy sometimes. So for starters, we're going to start off with this e.l.f. eyebrow pomade. Half of it is eyebrow, that half, and the other half is eyelash. I always end up using both halves for my eyebrows just because I really can't tell the difference between the products. They seem to work the same. So right now you just see me brushing my hairs upwards. I really like for my eyebrows to look obviously as natural as possible, and when I brush my hairs up, I notice that when I'm filling them in, they're still very defined in a sense, and this gel just kind of helps define those hairs and not have them flying all over the place. So yeah, just get you some e.l.f. eyebrow gel. I believe this gel is like $2 or $3, Walgreens beauty supply store, and you just want to brush upwards and get all those hairs moving up. Yeah, y'all see it? Y'all see it? So we basically brushed them upwards as much as possible. And this pomade I'm about to show y'all, it's been through the trenches, y'all. Just ignore it. It is by Kiss. It is literally the Anastasia Beverly Hills dupe. I've tried that one and I've tried this one. And this one is it's just all the rave for me. Like, it's lasted me probably since college. You see that? Very little damage. Thumbs up for sure. But yeah, you're just gonna take that, and then you're gonna take your eyebrow brush and thin angle brush. Get the thinnest one possible. Like, it has to be super thin. That's super major when doing your eyebrows, just so it's really precise and on point. And then I'm just gonna use my Fenty highlighter mirror because a handheld mirror just really helps with the details. So I'm going to take my spoolie and continue that upward brush. Brushy, brushy, brush. Brushy, brushy. Okay, so we're going to take some pomade. I'm trying to show y'all. Get it on both sides and then also get it on the base. The tip of that brush, nice and coated, is what you want to do. And the skinny brush just really helps not overload your application, but like get the right amount. So basically what you're gonna do, or what I did, is you're gonna outline your brow. Like, literally, let's take it back to elementary school and let's get these art skills down pat. You're gonna start at the bottom and outline just that natural shape. Hence why it's so important to have your eyebrows done, because when they're not done, you have random hairs all over the place. I'm a very hairy gal, and I will literally have hairs all the way down to my eyelids. So it's just super important to get them done. It helps out a lot. But as you see, I'm just brushing, following that motion, kind of also making the motion of hairs. Just, you saw I do those little fickle lines is the word I think I want to use. But yeah, just start making those little hairs in the areas where it's not as thick per se, and then you want to draw your line all the way to the very end. A longer brow, in my opinion, just looks better, at least on my face. So you just want to make sure you take it all the way to the end, even past the end if you so desire, my love. And now we're doing the same thing on the top. Just follow that natural pattern. As you can see, the end of my brows a little more sparse than the a little more sparse than the beginning. So you're gonna see me go in there and kind of just fill in that end area. But yeah, you want them to just pop severely and get those hairs defined. Brush it out. Brush it out. And now what I'm doing, I find really important in the eyebrow process, is you just have to continue to comb upwards. But even with the product applied, you still want to continue to apply upwards. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. See? There we have it. Still looks very natural, but you can tell she's done. She's getting done up. That's a good brow. Very thick too. Sometimes my eyebrows, literally, I don't have a method to this madness, y'all. Sometimes my eyebrows turn out way thicker or way skinnier. It truly just depends on what happens. I think also you're gonna see me conceal in a little bit. That has something to do with it too. Okay, so we're just gonna repeat literally everything I just told y'all. With this eyebrow, you're gonna follow that shape. Keep it following and keep applying your pomade. I was watching Schitt's Creek. Do y'all watch that show? I just started that show. It's literally so funny. Okay, if you mess up a little bit, your handy dandy makeup wipe, just take it, wipe it off. Boo. Problem solved. You're just gonna continue with that outline. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I think I ended up messing this eyebrow up. You guys are gonna see though. It got way thicker than I wanted it to be. I don't like the super thick. I mean, I guess I have thicker brows, so there's no avoiding that, but I like them to be pretty normal shaped, whatever normal is. So yeah, you're gonna do the same thing at the top. Follow that outline right on top, very precise. Start to curve. There you have it. Yeah. Brush it out. Brush it out. Brush it out. I don't think I'm gonna speed this up, just because you guys need to see these steps. Because with eyebrows, like every single step matters. I mean, I guess you would still see them if I sped it up, but you gotta see the combing. The method to the madness. Ooh, my baby hairs were not done. I don't even think I ended up doing them. Oops. Okay, so this part of my eyebrow, I always kind of add just a little extra because this eyebrow is not shaped to my liking per se. So I always just look, it looks a little crazy right there. I always just add like a little bit more in that sort of arch area, but I think I added a little too much, so I just took that makeup wipe, wiped it off. Now they're starting to look more similar. But listen, eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins. They are codependent, okay? They will not look alike ever. They will never be identical, and that's okay. Yeah, they really fixed it. Just gonna continue to go in with those hair movements. It's coming together. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay, so now it's concealing time. So you could either use this flat sort of brush or hair everywhere, geez, or that type of brush. They're both relatively flat, but you want to get the flattest one possible. So that's why I ended up choosing that one. We're going to use our LA Girl Pro Concealer in Creamy Beige. Kind of my go-to shade. I think the recommendation, by no means do I know much about makeup. Well, let me take that back. I know about makeup. The recommendation is to do 2 shades lighter than you with your concealing or highlighting. Yeah, sure. Highlight. That's what we're going to do. We're going to just be as precise as that first line that y'all drew for your eyebrows. Get it right under there and outline that bad boy. Get it in. Yeah. You're going to bring that all the way past your eyebrow. All the way, all the way. Me too. Good job. in terms of how much product to use for this, I would not use too much, just because this particular concealer is really creamy and it ends up spreading out a lot more. So you really don't need to use too much, just a small bit. And there we have that. We're going to take some more of our LA Girl in Creamy Beige. Now we're going to do the same on the top. Just following that pattern, following that line. Be as precise as possible so the brows can be on fleek. Fleek. Fleeky fleeks. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to kind of blend it in. You could either use a beauty blender, excuse me, which I ended up using later, or you could just use your brush. The beauty blender is just better because it's quicker. The brush is obviously more tedious, but either works. Going in on the other brow. Okay, you see it. Literally, sisters, not twins. Never twins. I'm gonna do it on the top. Wanna be on the top. There we have it. We have concealed the brows. And now it's all about blending. You gotta blend it out. That's a must. It's a super must. Now we're gonna take that brush I showed y'all earlier. I got this brush from Wet n Wild, the Wet n Wild section. It's just like a flat blending brush. You just use it to kind of spread that product out. See that show? It's such a funny show. Schitt's Creek, y'all. I'm telling you. I feel like I'm the one late to the party though. Like, this show is low key. I've seen it for a while on Netflix now. And I just decided to join the creek. And you see, I am just blending all that product out, and you will see momentarily I'm going to go in with a beauty blender and super blend that. Oh, watch me, you super blend, you hey now, and now we just blend. My line sister, she used to be telling me all the time, like, you need to pat, not rub. And I'm such a rubber. I've gotten a lot better, like with the beauty blender, but it's just so much easier to rub, but that truly does defeat the purpose. So we're learning to pat, but the rub, bro, if it looked like I was rubbing, I probably was rubbing. See that? That's a rub. Gotta pat it down. But yeah, you just want to blend it out as much as possible. Like I told y'all, I normally do my brows before, like, the first thing that I do, because you see a lot of product, and then when you apply your foundation or whatever, it kind of covers it up. But it works out either way. Whatever works for y'all. You're gonna go back in with your spoolie and just keep that upward brush going. You see it? Do you see it? I know you see the brow action. I'm just gonna push it out. Blend it out. Blend it out. Blend it out. honestly, that's pretty much it. Super simple, like I told y'all. You just gotta do it to your liking, keep that upward brushing going, and have fun with it. And they're never gonna be sisters. I mean twins. They will be sisters forever and ever. Booyah. And of course, you're going to go in with your setting spray. I use the Morphe setting spray. I really like it. I actually just bought it. And you're just going to set your face. And there we have it. Our eyebrows all finished. They are complete. And yeah, there are our eyebrows all done. So yes, this is the final look. As I told y'all, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Rule of thumb, okay? If you're doing your eyebrows and you're hard on yourself because they don't look alike, they never will. Not happening, sis. So just do them, follow that line, follow that pattern, and they're gonna be great. They're gonna be great. Your eyebrows are gonna be great. But yes, thank you so much for watching, y'all, and I will see you all on